Wait, my child, would you give me just one quiet minute? Before you keep scrolling, before another thought takes your attention, before the noise of the day pulls you away, stay with me for a moment. I'm only asking for 1 minute of your time. Not because I need something from you, but because there's something your heart needs to hear. You didn't come across these words by chance. Out of everything competing for your attention today, you stopped here. That wasn't random. There is a reason your heart paused at this very moment. This isn't just another message on your screen. It's an invitation. I'm reaching out to remind you that I see you completely. I know your heart. I know your story. And I have never forgotten you. I know how tired you become from carrying burdens no one else can see. I know how much time you've spent worrying about things beyond your control. I've seen you replay painful conversations in your mind, wondering if you could have changed the outcome. I've heard every quiet prayer you whispered when you didn't have the strength to say anything more. So when I ask you for just 1 minute, I understand if part of you wants to move on. Maybe you've heard encouraging words before. Maybe you've waited a long time for answers. Maybe you're wondering why this moment should be any different. But my beloved, don't leave just yet. Sometimes the greatest breakthroughs begin with the smallest pause. Sometimes the peace you've been searching for is found in a single quiet moment. And sometimes my voice is heard most clearly, not in the middle of life's chaos, but in the stillness when you're willing to listen. If you rush past this moment, you may miss the encouragement your soul has been longing for. You may miss the reminder that your tears have never been ignored, your struggles have never been invisible, and every step of your journey still has purpose. But if you stay with me for just this 1 minute, open your heart. Let my peace settle over your mind. Let my hope replace your fear. Allow me to remind you that I am still working, even when you cannot yet see the outcome. My child, I'm not asking for much. I'm simply asking you to stay. Listen for a little while longer, because there is a reason you found this message today. Before you move forward, there is something I want your heart to remember, and I don't want you to miss it. Take a moment to quiet the distractions around you. Don't let this become just another message you scroll past. Stay with me a little longer, because what I'm about to share may be exactly what your heart has been longing to hear. My child, I know how fast life moves. I know how easy it is for your attention to shift before your heart has a chance to slow down. Every day brings another responsibility, another demand, another reason to keep moving. Some of those pressures are easy to recognize, while others have become such a normal part of your routine that you hardly notice how much they drain your strength. You wake up carrying burdens before the day has even begun. You spend your hours trying to meet expectations, solve problems, care for others, and hold everything together. Yet beneath all of that, your soul has been quietly asking for rest, a moment of peace that you keep putting off because there's always something else that seems more urgent. That is why I am speaking to you now. I'm not stopping you because I don't understand how busy your life has become. I am calling your attention because I understand it better than anyone. I know the silent struggles you never talk about. I see the weariness you've learned to hide, even from yourself. I know the difference between being occupied and being completely overwhelmed. I've seen the moments when you smiled on the outside while your heart felt exhausted. I've heard the words, "I'm okay," even when your spirit felt worn down and empty. So when I ask, will you give me just 1 minute? I'm not asking to place another burden on your shoulders. I'm inviting you into a moment that can begin to lift the burdens you've been carrying for far too long. One quiet moment with me can accomplish more than endless hours spent chasing peace on your own. When you stop long enough to be still, I can reach the places your heart has been trying so hard to protect. I can bring healing where life has left wounds. I can bring strength where you've become weary. My child, you've poured so much of yourself into things that leave you empty. You've given your attention to stress, worry, endless responsibilities, and the expectations of people around you. You've tried to stay productive, available, and strong, even when you felt like there was nothing left to give. I have watched every step of that journey. I have seen you keep giving while wondering why your own heart feels so empty. I've seen you convince yourself that if you just keep pushing forward, somehow the pain will disappear on its own. But that was never my design for you. Your heart was never created to survive on constant pressure. Your spirit was never meant to be sustained by endless distractions. You were created to find renewal in my presence, where true peace replaces anxiety, real strength overcomes weariness, and hope rises again, no matter what you've been facing. You were created to walk closely with me. You were made to rest in my presence, to breathe deeply of my peace, and to let my voice calm the places inside you that have become overwhelmed and unsettled. I want to reach the parts of your heart that you've hidden from everyone else. That is why this moment is more important than it may seem. This isn't just another post appearing on your screen, and it isn't simply an emotional break in your day. This is my invitation. I'm stepping into the space that's been crowded by endless distractions, gently asking if you're willing to give me even a small part of the attention you've been giving everything else. I'm not hurt the way people are hurt. But my heart is moved when you miss the peace I've been offering you. I know how much lighter your burdens could feel if you spent time with me. I know how much fear would lose its power if you allowed me to steady your heart. Much of the pressure you feel isn't because you're failing, it's because you've been carrying more emotionally than you were ever meant to carry while your spirit has gone without the nourishment it truly needs. My child, I never intended for you to live that way. That is why I'm calling you to pause. Right here, in the middle of your scrolling, your racing thoughts, your weariness, and the emotional weight you've learned to live with, I am reaching out to you. You may think 1 minute isn't enough to matter, but you see time differently than I do. You count minutes by schedules, responsibilities, notifications, and deadlines. I look at the openness of your heart. I value your willingness to come honestly before me. One sincere minute in my presence can accomplish more than hours spent pretending to be strong for everyone around you. One honest moment where you stop hiding your pain and allow me to meet you can begin a healing work that changes your heart from the inside out. I'm not asking you to perform a religious routine. I'm not asking for perfect prayers or carefully chosen words. You don't have to appear strong or wait until you've fixed every broken part of your life before coming to me. Come exactly as you are. Bring me the tired version of yourself. Bring me your unanswered questions, your hidden hurts, your disappointments, and the quiet struggles you've been carrying alone. Bring me the part of you that's exhausted from trying to convince everyone you're okay. Give me that 1 minute, and I will meet you there. I won't meet you with condemnation or shame. I won't remind you of everything you've done wrong. I will meet you with a love that fully knows you and never walks away. I will speak truth that brings freedom instead of fear. I will fill your heart with a peace that doesn't depend on your circumstances changing first. I will meet you in the very place you've been trying so hard to protect behind your strength. That is why I'm inviting you now, not someday when life feels easier, not after your schedule finally slows down, and not when you think you've become good enough. I'm calling you today because this moment is where you are, and this moment is where I am waiting for you. Listen carefully, my child, because I want to speak to something much deeper than the surface. Sometimes the reason you keep moving past me isn't because you don't have 1 minute to spare.